We're going to go for an awkward silence just to set it.
Woo! All right.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Right, first thing you may notice, I'm normally sitting over there, and my guest is normally sitting here. The reason is because I've put a bloody great board up for COVID reasons, and if I sat this way, I would just keep twatting everything. So, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I would like to welcome my guest, first time to the stream. Hopefully won't be the last. We've never actually met, so this is rare that I actually get a guest who I have never met. Stick ourselves to the window. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the marvellous, the spectacular, very, very highly sought after and highly rated Susie Brown.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
How's it going? It's going right.
I'm going to turn myself around slightly because I'm... yeah.
I can't see your screen, which is next to the camera, so please excuse me, people. I'll be looking over there where my screen is.
Yes, every monitor that I have in this room is in a place that really doesn't work with where the camera is situated. So, how you doing?
I'm all right.
You good?
Yeah.
Who have we got with us? We've got Mark. Hello, Mark, my lovely. Have you met Mark? Have you ever played you played Cow and Telescope?
No, I haven't.
Okay, play the Cow and Telescope, and you will meet Mark. Leather-clad, wearing...
Oh, Mark Normington. Yes, I have. I can finally see the chat. Yes, hello, Mark.
Good, excellent.
Yes, catching up.
And we have Atta from Turkey as well. Hello, Atta, my dear boy. How are you doing? Right, so, what I think we're going to do, we're going to find out a little bit about you.
Okay.
And then we'll start doing some tunes.
Sure.
So, first of all, Susie Brown.
So.
Actually, because you've got the second name Brown, don't like James Brown. Susie Brown!
How?
Yeah. What you doing? So, tell me, who are you? What are you? Where are you? Why are you? And what's the other one? Who, what, when, why? How are you?
Wow.
There we go. In any order you like.
What was the first question? Well,
who are you?
Who are you? Well, I'm a person.
That's a good start.
My pronouns are she.
You can make
you
it up.
Said what, didn't you? So there we go.
Yeah.
She is a she. I sing, I make noises. I'm very nervous right now, so I've completely blank brain.
Fine. That's how I live my life.
Yes, completely blank. Yes.
Right, that's no problem. I shall lead.
Yes,
right.
please do.
Susie Brown, you're in bands.
I'm in bands.
You are in bands. What bands are you in?
Thank you.
That's all right.
I'm in Sounds Better Naked, which is my new favourite thing. As I say, when I say new, I mean I joined them last January and had an education in 80s hair metal, which I love so much.
Were you into it before that?
Only a tiny bit. I liked Bon Jovi before.
That's because you're a girl.
Yes. My big sister is 12 years older than me, so she showed me Bon Jovi and Bryan Adams when I was very small.
I see.
But we were very much vanilla family Christians and all of that nonsense. Ooh. So I wasn't allowed to listen to hair metal.
That rock is a bad
no,
thing.
Exactly. Parental advisory said no.
Yeah.
But yes, so I'm thoroughly enjoying the likes of Twisted Sister and Motley Crue and Warrant and Wasp.
Oh, nice.
Hilarious. And
do you do Wild Child by Wasp?
No, we do Blood in Texas.
Great tune.
Which made me roll up. So funny. Yes, and I'm thoroughly enjoying the costume part as well.
Speaking of which,
Sounds Better Naked.
Look who snuck on there in the chat. Your brother of rock. Hello, Chris.
Pete as well.
Yeah, we got Pete. Hello, Pete. Pete was my guest the other week. It was very fun, very lovely chap, very talented little bastard.
Yes, we have worked together.
He's very good, isn't he?
He's very good, yes. He's thoroughly enjoying big stages, and I'm incredibly jealous. But, the time will come. Well done, Pete, on you. Good job, mate. And yes, my fellow comrade, Chrissy 7.
I want to know...
Because we've all got nicknames, you see.
Chrissy 7.
Chrissy 7.
Nice. Pete, I do want to know, were you that studly and buff before the rock shows came along, or did you just decide, right, I'm going to be on stage in front of a lot of people, let's pump this shit right up?
When do you mean the rock shows, when they came along? Because he was like that before.
Oh, was he?
The Rock for Heroes thing, yes.
He didn't get extra buff?
No, he just kind of got it back from before the pandemic.
I see.
Yes.
Marvellous.
It was always there. Yes, Cherry. Hi, Cherry. Cherry Pyro is my stage name for Sounds Better Naked.
And we've got Mr. Matthew Speed, who is my musical lover, husband, nosher, whatever you want to call it.
Nice.
Fluffer.
What does he play, though, apart from you?
Plays my pink trombone. Matthew is a guitarist.
Lovely.
Yes.
Hello, Matthew.
Shred Master General. Matthew
Shred.
Speed. The name goes with the playing style.
Nice. Shred.
So we've got Sounds Better Naked, and you're in the Runaways.
I'm in the Runaways band, yes. That is a covers band, long-standing. It's been going for a very long time, but I've been with them about 6 years.
Okay.
I did step out for a little while last year. Last year, obviously, but I mean the year before that, I was going to tone things down a bit and go more with other things. But they
wouldn't let you go.
No, they asked me back after the pandemic because my replacement couldn't carry on. So that was easy enough. That's a soul and disco kind of middle of the road covers band.
Oh, cool.
It's good. It's all right. But I thoroughly enjoy Sounds Better Naked quite a lot more. So.
Has the rock overtaken?
The rock has overtaken.
So what kind of thing were you when you first got into music? So
I was doing rock covers when I first started doing covers bands, which was, I think, when I was about 21. I joined my ex's band and then became his girlfriend. Stupid child. Stupid. But yeah, I was with them for 5 years, so I learned quite a lot. Like we were doing things like Kaiser Chiefs and the Jam and the Clash.
Your typical
like
kind
that.
of cover rock.
Yeah, proper typical.
Stuff.
But I just started as a backing vocalist.
Okay.
And I was there in the shadows for 5 years. And then when the relationship ended, so I did that band and I joined another one. I joined a blues covers band called Phased. I was with them for 3 years as well.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they do dual vocals at the front, and it's all about top hats and looking like Stevie Nicks.
Fair enough.
So, that was good fun. I
No
had to learn how to sing a new
yeah.
style there as well, because I hadn't sung that style before. And then after that band, I decided to try and branch out on my own and find my own rock band, which didn't work.
Do you find it's hard for female singers to get in bands?
I think it's that's an odd, not really an odd way of putting it, but yes, it kind of is. It works out that it's difficult for us, but it's mostly because in the cover band scene, it's mostly, not to put too fine a point on it, it's mostly over 50s fellas. And a lot of them come from a generation where they are escaping the missus at home. For whatever reason. They don't really want to have that drama of working with a woman in music. You know, they kind of want you to be one of the guys.
Speaking of which
I kind of am, but I'm also not.
But by the way, we have all, and I'm sure most of us in the chat can vouch for this, we have worked with many a drama queen man in our time.
Yes, I absolutely have.
God, there's some proper queens out there.
Yeah, and it's what's really shocking about it, and it's hard to kind of swallow, is that they're the insidious ones. They're the ones that look the most chilled out, and they're the ones that bring the most kind of bitterness and.
They're the kind of ones who work behind the scenes. They are the.
They'd rather stay in the shadows, but they're quite competent enough to be up the front. But they are angry with you for being up the front, or for having any drive to want to do more than what that band is going to do. You know, I've kind of been kicked about a fair bit.
Oh, really?
And that's why I've had to kind of distance myself and move on from bands. I've had no intention to dump any band and move on, but with the way that some people have perceived my drive to do this for a living, somebody told me that I was living in a dream world if they thought I could do it for a living. But I am, so there.
There we go. It's a good dream to live.
I'm not doing it in their band anymore because it was £30 once a month.
Jesus.
But here we are.
Yeah.
You have to do more of it if you want to do it, and so that's why I've managed to get 2 bands in an acoustic duo, and I go out solo as well. So
perfect.
It pays to be a vocalist, I suppose.
It does, especially if you're a good one as well, because there will be no shortage of work.
And if you're not good, get good. Get better. I've had some singing lessons, and fabulous teacher Andrew Walters lives in Westcliff. He's a professional tenor in London. I can't remember the name of the specific choir that he's in, but fantastic teacher.
Awesome.
He's the only one I'd recommend in the whole of Southend. But he taught me a lot. It's a lot about breathing and how to change the shape of the note in your face to make things sound easier and to make it feel easier to perform it. Yeah, and that's kind of like a light bulb moment, really, for vocalists.
Yeah, facial expression and shape can completely craft your voice into so many different characters.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the vowel that can make it carry a lot easier and come across smoother if you change the shape of the vowel and the accent of your song. Yeah,
and you can hear when you listen to like singers in bands, you can hear the ones that have had training.
Yes.
Because they'll all have similar traits of. Like before his voice went to shit, the singer from Europe, what was his name?
Oh God, I don't know.
You'd listen to him and he would change certain vowels and things like that.
You can detect the choice being made, can't you? Yeah.
Because it works.
It's the same when you listen to growling people in metal. You know, I got the DVD of Melissa Cross, the Zen of Screaming. Incredible, completely blew my mind. Above the pencil singing and like where to growl from. Because when I joined Pure Dishi, I had to learn how to sing like Bon Scott. I was going to learn how to sing like Brian as well, but that was another animal altogether. So I thought I'm going to go with the early stuff first, and I managed to get that. But Brian was different, and I couldn't get hold of it. The Zen of Screaming really helped me work out how to scream safely. It's like, when she said, it's like just like a little pussycat going, meow. That's the start of something.
Yeah.
And if you can now hear that, I can now hear that when I listen to metal singers. I can hear that they're doing it right or doing it wrong.
And it's not about volume.
Not at all. It's like this is literally in your mouth when you're doing that noise. And you wouldn't have known that if I wouldn't have known that watching them if I hadn't watched the Melissa Cross DVD.
Yeah. Any singing information is good information.
Oh yeah.
Shall we? Oh, we've got Dave Ham. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Right, one very quick thing we have to do just before we get on to doing some songs. I just have to do my... If you haven't followed me on Twitch and you are on Twitch, please follow. It'd be very much appreciated. If you are on YouTube, please like, subscribe, click the little bell because then it means when I'm doing a stream, it will go ding, Mike's doing a stream. And also, if you are on Facebook, please follow, like, share, anything along those lines. It's much appreciated. So, you've chosen some right bangers.
Banging tunes!
Banging tunes, mate.
Yes.
Hey, there's Glenn. You're right, Bugger Chops. You're right, Arsewomble.
Hello, darling. Yes, I have an answer for Aita talking about ambivalent emotions. Yes, there's a lot, and that's a friend of mine asked me the other night, where do you get that power from? And I said, pain.
Pain. A hard
Lots
life.
of pain. Yes, sometimes that's the only place you can put it is into music.
Well, it's like method singing, isn't it? You take on a character,
absolutely.
You project that character, and then it comes to life.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right, what would you like to do first out of all your tracks?
I can't remember what I've said.
Right,
I think I kind of put them in an order of probably warming up performance. So.
I might have changed that order just because I had no idea what I was doing.
Okay.
So we have this week, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some Led Zeppelin, we've got some AC/DC, we've got some Skunk and Nancy, we've got some Jefferson Airplane, and we've got a duet that we're going to try and busk our way through.
Shall we do that first?
Oh, really?
Or shall I do
I
Recite
think
It first?
We can do that. Let's see if your iPad is charged.
It should turn on if it's plugged in.
Okay, let's have a look.
We should have set this bit up first.
That's right, we didn't know what we were going to do first. People who've seen this stream, they know I faff about like hell. Jess Townsend. Hello, Jess.
Jess, hello. Hello.
Right, let's have a look.
I'm waving at my screen, not at the camera, which is a hello. Noob.
The device requires a USB 2 hub. The device cannot use this device. Hang on. It's all right. Don't worry, I reckon.
It's an iPad mini, it's old, it doesn't understand.
If I plug that in there.
Help the aged.
It's all right, I heard a little click.
There's no password, so you should be all right. Telling the whole world there is no password.
There is no password on this. Cheers, Ed. Right, is it just under music?
Stage tracks.
Stage tracks.
Go back to press the main button.
Yeah, I got it. Right.
Bottom left.
Ooh, I've never seen this app before.
It's pretty groovy.
cleaning up its database. It's obviously made a bit of a mess.
Right, if you turn it round to the side.
This is very fancy.
I know. Turn.
Look at this, everyone, look.
Yes, I can cheat on stage.
From the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn soundtrack.
Well, yeah, it's when you copy and paste lyrics.
Vampires are not supposed to be sparkly.
No, I agree.
They're supposed to suck blood, not cock.
Turn the iPad round, and then the list on the left-hand side at the bottom will be Wicked Gang.
All night long. Chew.
Yeah, there's quite a lot on there.
Is it in alphabetical order?
There's a lot on there, so scroll.
Okay, I'm
scroll.
scrolling.
It should be right at the bottom.
You spin.
There it is, in the middle.
Oh, what, the one that my finger's about to press?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
And then press the green play button. You have to press stop and then press it again. Should I just sing it?
Go for it. It's just over to you. I'm just volume control for this one.
Make it loud. Yes.
World was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you.
Oh, crick me neck.
What a wicked game to play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do to make me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do to make me dream of you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you.
Well, even Matt likes this song. That's rare.
World was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. No, I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No,
Smooth, mum. Smooth.
Totally seamless ending to my backing track. Yeah.
Oh, I've got some hilarious endings. We just go, oh, okay.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
We're ending there, are we? Really nice. That's really good.
Thank you.
Being a singer and knowing sort of the little tricks and the little squeaks and the quirks you can put in, it's really nice listening to someone who knows the same as well, because you can hear the little break just before you go into something, just to give it that extra. It's almost the extra Bono of U2, isn't it? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give a bit of in your life.
I just watched your video about Miles the other night, Miles Kennedy, and and I was like, that's all in there, But I've learned how to, because I've been doing this for a while, like professionally. I don't tend to cancel gigs unless I really, really lose my voice. So I've learned how to use the husk.
We're lucky. We have a vast array of songs that we can do for when my voice isn't.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can just tailor the set down.
Here's my set, lower down.
Yeah,
there's songs I can sing that I can't normally sing because my range has dropped that much. Yeah.
The list is actually called Michael's Songs for When He's Ill.
Yeah.
No, that was really lovely. Excellent. Annie! We've got an Annie. Sweet!
Hello.
Lady Humphrey, hello. Right, so I want to know, where did musical start for you? Growing up in this Christian household where you weren't allowed to listen to the dirty, nasty rock and roll.
I wasn't allowed to listen to pop music or watch Top of the Pops, no. It was almost like I was in a cult. My parents were both musical, and my dad liked Chris Rea and Eric Clapton and Dire Straits, favourite guitarists.
See, that's quite funny, considering like Eric Clapton.
I know.
Considering all the shit that man did in his life. It's like, okay.
I know. Yeah, let's not go down that rabbit hole of nonsense. It speaks for itself, doesn't it?
It does.
Not to mention my old man is now a super cool hippie dude, and he's into all the kind of things that he was burning in a pile in the garden when he was
really?
Fundamentalist
Wow.
Christian. I know. It's just frustrating. I did start when I was really little. I joined the school choir when I was about 6, and I had a really lovely teacher. She put me between the loud people that couldn't sing very well, so they would tune in to me, because I wasn't powerful at all. I didn't have much of a voice.
You were the pathfinder.
Yeah, I was pitch perfect when I was little, but I was very, very quiet. So it took, I did a concert once or twice a year when I was in that school choir. But then it all finished when I went to senior school, because the music teacher there would let just anybody into the choir, and I couldn't stand to be next to people who couldn't sing a note, way louder than me still. I didn't do anything until I was about 2021 when I joined that first covers band. So my parents though, they used to play. My dad plays guitar. He played every day in the lounge, so there'd be lots to sing along to. I could never learn guitar from him either, so I've had to try and come back to that later in life as well.
Oh, okay. Do you play now?
No, not really, but a little. I'm learning. I'm getting a few lessons and
cool.
Trying to learn the language, because I don't read music either. I never learned it in a proper classical sense or a theory sense at all.
A lot of musicians don't though.
Yeah,
a lot of musicians. There's very few drummers I know who actually read drum score. A lot of guitarists I know who just play by ear. They can play tab, but they can't obviously play proper notation. So and singers, I don't know. Most singers, again, just do it as a natural thing. Yeah. They don't sight read or anything like that.
No, I can pretty much find you a harmony in anything if you're playing it, singing it to me. Can't tell you what key it's in though by hearing it.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how to write it down, and I can't tell you what something's to sound like if you go, it's in such and such. Like, what does that mean?
Just play me a note and I'll join in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it so embarrassing because I do try and be as professional as possible, but I don't feel like a professional when I can't speak that language. Like on stage, someone goes, "What key is it in?" I don't know.
For singers, it does matter. It's like saying to a drummer, "What key is it in?" They're like,
pointless. Yeah.
Ed's got to fly. Take care, buddy. See you soon, hopefully. I tell you, your energy is very high. I hope it lasts to the end. I'm pretty sure it will.
It's all nervous energy.
Yeah. There's plenty to go around.
There's plenty of nervousness to go through.
Yeah. You're not as nervous now, though, are you?
No, but now I'm on a roll and I feel like I'm talking too much.
No. This is the whole point of the stream.
Yeah, okay, good.
Me and when I was have you met Simon Pinto?
I have,
yeah.
yes.
When me and Simon used to do this, we'd just end up just talking so much bollocks, and then we'd forget to play songs. It's absolutely fine. Hattie says, hey, I can't speak the language either, and Hattie is a great singer as well.
Yay!
So, hello, Hattie, darling.
It is another language, though. It's hard to learn.
What, as in the
language of reading and knowing the keys and notes and things. I'm learning chords and stuff on my guitar.
For the vast majority of people, it does not matter.
No.
At all. It's handy to have. It's helped me for things like if I'm learning a specific song, there's a drum part I can't work out. If I can get hold of the drum music, then I can go, oh, right, that's what that is. And But apart from that, everything's pretty much by ear. So it's all singing. So don't worry.
As long as I've got timing. I got rhythm.
Yeah.
I got music.
As long as you've got timing, you can sing in tune, and you've got an iPad for lyrics.
Yes.
Nobody needs to learn songs anymore.
Well, if there's 400 or 500 that you're doing between different things, like in my acoustic duo, we've got 4 or 5 folders worth of sets to choose from. Well, you have to have the words there.
Yeah, of course.
You'll never do anything new because you haven't got time to sit down and learn everything off by heart.
No, exactly. Right.
Tune.
Yeah, tune. What do you want to go for now?
Duet.
You just want to punish me, don't you?
No. I want to break the ice a bit more.
You want to break my voice? Okay. This is one of those songs that is a great song, and Disturbed did an absolutely marvellous cover of it.
Let's stand up, shall we?
I'm going to be sitting down.
Okay.
Because if I stand up, you won't see me.
All right, well, I'm going to be back here anyway.
Okay. You can stand up. Oh. The timing on this is just so wanky. It really, really is.
You have to kind of study the way they do it on that live one, don't you? Oh, yeah, I'm going to definitely move back.
Cut the top of your head off. Okay. Right, wish us luck, ladies and gentlemen. This is completely, as all of this is completely unrehearsed.
Impromptu.
And let's just hope the adverts don't kick in. Nope, we're good. Moody.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walk alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turn my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dared to disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words and I might teach you. Take my arms and I might reach you. But my mirror in the wells of silence, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning, and the words that it was forming, and the sign said the words of the prophets are written on subway walls, and tenement halls whispered in the sound of silence.
It's harder than it looks, isn't it, that one?
Love it though.
Oh, it's such a good version.
Oh, bless. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You know that necklace you left at mine?
Yeah.
The one that used to be your grand's?
Yeah.
Well, I may have accidentally worn it on the
Advert.
dance floor with Jamie, you know, the really...
Yeah, you know those knickers.
Wow. So professional.
Yeah, well, I accidentally wore them on the dance floor with Jamie.
Oh my God.
I know.
Can't believe you just did that. Woof. All right. Now we're nice and warmed up.
Yeah. So all over to you now.
That's all right.
Good.
What are we going to do? What's on the... I can't remember what I said. Week. Maybe?
All right, we can do that.
What else we got? We've got
We've
Led
got
Zeppelin. haven't
We've got Led Zeppelin. We've got Skunk and Nancy. We have
Yeah.
verbal flatulence.
Go on.
Nice, well done.
Timing.
Oh, burp tennis, is it? Okay.
No, I can't compete. I just had one. It was Mint, you know, from the Vocal Zones.
Oh, lovely.
Sponsored. No, I wish. Please sponsor Mike for Vocal Zones.
God, sponsor any of us for vocal zones, please. Okay, so yeah, we have Jefferson Airplane. We've got Skunk and Nancy.
Oh, let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I learnt this one just before you turned up. When I say learn, kind of just about ran through it.
Played.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try this.
Oh, could I have some work? Probably not.
Do you need words? What do you
No,
reckon?
I probably don't. We just did it and that was fine, didn't it?
Yeah.
Here's where Chrissy comes on and goes, "Stop doubting yourself,
Yeah.
stupid woman." Happens all the time in the band rehearsal. Stop it!
See, but here, if you forget your words, it's fine. There's nothing to worry about. Just make some shit up about Alice in Wonderland. That's it. If you get lost, just mention an Alice in Wonderland character and they were doing something, and that's pretty much the whole song. Okay. Just got to remember how the bass line goes. Ah, we're there. Do we need a smoke machine?
Yes.
I have one. Right.
Oh my God.
Right.
Yes, let's make the mood.
Okay, do you see there's a hanging down over there, there's a red light floating.
Broke my microphone.
That's all right.
Light floating.
Yeah, if you look down. I've just realised that that's partitions it off, so basically it's just going to hit you. Go on, crank it, give it large. Fill this room. Have you killed it?
I killed it.
Okay, we've got a little puff.
Shh.
It's all right, it might take a little while to... Just drag the cable out if it's not attached to anything. There we go. When the red light comes back on, we'll fill this room like it's 1999.
It's like it's stuck on now. It's just going to chuff away in the corner.
Oh, that's what I normally do. That's why I've left the door open.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Right, start again. I'll try and get it right this time.
It's not smoky, really, is it, in here?
There we go. There we go. You've got all the smoke.
Oh, for God's sake.
pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell him a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small. When the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you've just had some kind of mushroom and your mind is moving on, go ask Alice, I think she'll know. When logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head. Remember what the dormouse said. Feed your head, feed your head.
Nice. Well done. It's very smoky, your side.
Time for a cigarette.
We say we've got a smoke machine, but it's just flatulence. That smoke smells right of arse.
Wind.
Chris, got to shoot as we'll watch the rest tomorrow. Cherry, see you on Saturday. Mike, as always, mate, hope to meet up with you soon. Yes, it'll be lovely to see you soon, darling. So, all the best. Take care. James, oh, it's a bass. I thought that's going to hurt to bend. Yeah. Me and my pathetic little fingers. No.
I've got those.
Have you?
Yeah.
You got quite long fingers.
Tiny paws. Tiny hands though.
I got long fingers.
I've got long
they're
fingers,
all
but
long
tiny
and-
hands.
Yeah, they're spindly and miserly and claw-like.
If you ask me to do a bar chord, immediately profanities.
Yeah.
Just,
So any
just
bar,
no.
just do open tuning.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's actually you have to use bar chords more often. No,
Yeah,
fuck that.
I can't do it. No.
Just don't play guitar.
I
It's
just
bad
use
for you.
half the strings. You get me to do an F on a guitar. I will use the bottom 2 frets and then do the other ends, and I just don't bar it.
They need to invent a capo that will just basically sit on top of the guitar that will just do it for
A bit
you.
like a slide, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
That
what
would
you
be
should
great. Yeah.
Right. So we've covered your childhood and you the joys of that, and being in a choir and
Yes,
everything
yeah.
like
That
that.
was great. I loved that. I was in Descant, the highest bit of the choir. There was only 4 of us.
Oh right.
Yeah, I loved that because that just taught me how to harmonise through anything.
So what would you say is when was kind of the epiphany moment for you as a singer? Because as you said, you were a backing singer for a while,
Yeah.
and then when you stepped into, because I was the same. I sung sort of harmonies and backing in a band, and then I met up with older Spaffy Mead there, and they said they were looking for a singer, and
Yeah.
I'd never done it as a front band, so I was like, well, I can sing, and then that kind of threw me into that. So
Yeah.
when you actually sort of got up there as a front person,
I realised when I was co-sharing, really, it's an awkward conversation. When you're kind of like pushed into it because you know that you can harmonise, maybe your duo partner, like at the front of a band, couldn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I tried to harmonise, then they'd follow me, which was really frustrating.
that's so yeah.
when you know that you can work around everybody, and you can go and join bands and work with people, and everybody in every single thing you do go, oh, you work really well together. You kind of end up like, yeah, that's because I know where I'm going. I know how to go round people and change my voice to suit the style and to suit them. I'm mirroring, and
Exactly.
that was when I realised, like, okay, yeah, so yes, I can be a really complimentary backing vocalist, but I don't have to stay there.
A lot of people don't realise that one of the, obviously this is just my opinion as well, but a good backing singer is one you mimic what is going on with the main singer. So you alter your vibrato to change and the tonality of it.
The breath, the tone, the shape, the accent, everything.
Yeah, that's why when you get like bands who just sound magical together, like for example the Eagles and bands like that who
Seven Bridges Road.
Yeah, they're just all coming.
The a cappella one. Have you heard it?
I haven't heard that one. No.
I can't remember how.
I'll have to have a listen to that.
Yeah, it's brilliant though. There's all of them just singing.
Yeah, but that's the key of a really good backing singer. They just know exactly how to lock in. There's a really, if you're, are you a fan of Savage Garden?
Yes. Oh. Yes, I am. That was the first CD I ever bought.
Really?
Yes, because I didn't have much pocket money, so I had to wait till I got my first job.
First album or second album?
Oh God, it was
Savage Garden, or as Affirmation was the second one.
I bought them both. I bought Affirmation when it came out because I could afford to.
It's a shit microphone stand.
and I bought the one with Truly Madly Deeply on it. Probably not much before I bought Affirmation, if I'm honest, because I had to wait till I was about 16 till I could afford to. But yeah, Truly Madly Deeply broke my heart when I was about 8.
I tell you, it's really fun to sing that song and just change the lyrics to like, I'll be your cream, I'll be your fish, I'll be your tapestry. So much more fun to sing.
Yes, I want to hear that.
Yeah. But they did a live DVD, and there's a really good moment where they're all backstage and you hear them all singing together just in harmony, and it sounds fantastic. Again, because they're all locking in with Darren in his style. Yeah. It's really, really good.
I love it when that happens. It's
By the way,
bliss.
TL, thank you so much for the donation, mate. Mwah. Love you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, love the Eagles. Fantastic band. Thank you, Hattie. Yes. Right, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
So you can either AC/DC it, you can...
No, we'll do that one last, I think.
Do you want to Skunk and Nancy it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's time for some screaming. Oh, yeah. How can you name the role of woman in rock and metal? How can you name the role of women?
Atta always comes up with very philosophical questions.
Yeah.
Very deep.
I don't really understand the structure.
How can you
of the
name the
question,
role of
though.
women in rock and metal history?
How can I describe it, maybe?
How can you place it? Probably, I would say you can name it far too late, because as most things with women, they get acknowledged far later.
Yeah.
In the
there were trailblazers right from the beginning, really, and
I don't know. Obviously, like for heavy metal and rock, you had
if you're going to be metal specifically, you're going to be quite late. But in music, there was a lot in the 60s and the 50s.
Well, I mean, if you hear someone like, if you hear some of the
Franklin, Etta James.
I was just going to say Tina Turner.
Tina Turner, absolutely.
If you hear her really letting rip, that's a rock soul vocal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you could probably take it back as far as that.
Yeah, I've been covering Tina since I started in doing lead vocals, and absolutely, she's got the guts and the rasping there and the skills to turn it on and off for singing metal. It's it's across the board, really. You can't really specify a genre and then go, oh yeah, this was where it started.
Well, that's when you listen to bands, especially like your real high falsetto bands. A lot of them were inspired by soul screaming. You had like J.B Brown was obviously doing it. You hear him piping on occasion, really letting rip. Who were some of the others as well? Wilson Pickett was another one. Yeah. So it all comes from that soul era.
It does, yeah. It's got to come from a place of pain.
Pain and suffering.
It does. Because you've got to find a way to communicate it, get it out of your system.
But I don't know when it actually crept into sort of 70s rock. I can't think of really...
Probably Janis.
Yeah, oh yeah, God.
Janis, Joan Jett. You're looking at 60s for the angry enough women in rock. But it's got to be feminist mindset, really. Yeah. Or at least, not feminist with a capital F, but as in, please, suffrage.
Yeah. I can't think of any from the 70s who really, really stand out as metal singers, whereas you had like Black Sabbath and you had those kind of lot, but they were sort of there, probably not in that genre, but they were... I'm
trying to think of the women at that time, though.
I mean, you've got like bands like Vixen, obviously, in the 80s.
Yeah. But I mean, Doro Pesch as well in
Heart
Germany.
as well.
Heart. Oh, I love Heart.
Yeah. I mean, Barracuda.
Yeah. Exactly, that was really early, wasn't
Was that
it?
70s?
No, it was 60s, I think. It was like
Really?
1969 or something, just from the cusp. I think it was really early.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly when. You might be right. Might be like 73 maybe, I'm not
Can
sure.
you let us know when Heart did Barracuda? This is the great thing about everyone out here. We can get people to fact check for us.
Feminism is not about criticism of men in music. It is just about wanting a bit of equality. That's what it's supposed
Feminism
to be
in
about.
music history, criticism of men in music.
That's not what feminism's supposed to be.
No,
It is with a capital F, but it's not.
It's like with any movement, I think we can safely say this.
If you go too far.
Yeah, any movement starts
Left,
out
too far right, too far.
Yeah,
everything.
for usually a valid reason, and that is because you have a bunch of people who aren't seen in society as worth anything or as good as anything, so those people have to fight to get recognition.
To prove that they are.
Yeah, and to be seen on the same level.
Exactly, that's what it is about, feminism in music.
And in music...
1977, you were right.
Thank you, darling. But the thing is, in music, women are still, unfortunately, incredibly sexualised.
Yes.
And still having to try and push themselves up to... Even though you get some women who are earning... like your pop acts who are earning massive amounts of money, the management is still screwing them over.
Yeah.
You've only got to look at Britney Spears. That's a prime example. So, which is absolutely horrific.
I think it's coming to an end, hopefully, for her.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Any movement,
But it should be.
You'll get to a point where it should be, and then you'll get to the point where people go, no, you know what? It's not about what we all want. It's about what I want now, and I'll push it in my own direction.
Yeah.
And that's where extremism comes in.
Yeah.
There's a really good video of John Cleese, it was doing the rounds today on Facebook, talking about extremism. And he says you could basically join a group of people in which you can say that all your own problems are the fault of those people.
Yeah.
And I'm allowed to hate all those people, and it means that I'm a good person for hating all those people. And it's so true. It's absolutely brilliant.
I even do it with my mental health problems, honestly. Baggage makes me hate certain kinds of people that I've, clinical... I'm no clinical psychologist, but my life experience and then my researching into why do some people do this over and over again? Why do I let the same kinds of people do the same things over and over again? Right? And it's you can't help but go, let's read a book about this. Let's read about this. So if I think I've identified a narcissistic person, God help them. Because I get very defensive very quickly about it. If I know what you are when I meet you, then I'm not as afraid as I used to be to say so to somebody, so that, can you see this? This is randomly off topic, but hey-ho, it's fine, this is what this conversation's about. Do you find though because obviously we all have our own bias, and we all have our life experience bias, so for some of us it will... I've wondered this, for example, people who've been treated badly because of their sexuality, they are more likely to have their sexuality will play a greater role in their personal journey, and they're more likely to react to it. It's rebellious. You have to, if you're coming back against something that's tried to push you down, you're going to go overboard to try. And I think that's probably another thing that feminism has done, that beaten down people will come back harder to try and equalise before it calms down and goes, actually, okay, I don't need to go that aggressive.
Do you find it hard to check your own bias, though?
Yes.
So the bias kind of takes over,
and
then you have to realise, hang on, is this person, what they've done, actually, does it justify what I am giving
What
them?
I'm feeling?
Yeah. It's not an easy thing.
No, it's not, but I mean, it, oh my God, it's such a long conversation. In some,
we'll have to have a...
Yeah, in some ways, because I was conditioned that my opinion wasn't valid, or I was never right, or, that my feelings didn't matter, that my comfort didn't matter, you can make that call, and then you have it already conditioned in you to question it and go round and round in circles and still let them screw you over, even if you've seen it. So you kind of have to get to a point where you have to be really hard, because you know that if you're not really hard, somebody's going to get in and screw you over again.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to create that steel...
You have to check and then go, no, I'm still gonna.
Yeah. But then I would explain how you've been treated in bands and things like that, and how you've been obviously manipulated and used.
Yeah.
So we were talking about, because obviously we do different streams on here and we do sort of all different topics, and we were talking about doing one about bullying, weren't we?
Yeah.
Because I was bullied at school.
Absolutely,
and,
all the way through.
Yeah, I was accused of being gay, at school. Now, if anyone accuses me of gay now, that's kind of like a compliment. Someone actually said to me at a gig once, they go, "Is he actually gay or just a really good actor?" And to me, that was like the...
Darling!
Yeah, that was the best compliment I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
But at school, that was kind of like...
Yeah, in the 90s, that was the insult for boys that were
and
not
literally, if
jocks.
my friend bumped into me, "Oh, he's touching you, fucking gay," and all this, even though the guys who were doing it would pretend to bum each other outside of the class.
For fuck's sake.
So it was like, okay, so basically you guys can pretty much actually bum each other, and that's not gay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went all through that. I lost all my friends, and it caused me all sorts of issues and anxiety disorders and things. And
Yeah, awful.
Yeah.
Kids, fucking horrible.
Yeah, they are. When your kids go to school, they're not going to have a good time. Don't send them to school.
Me and my fella, we're very, very fierce about it. If we have children and they get bullied, we're going to go postal on the bullies because nobody went postal for us.
No. Very true. But yeah, maybe we should do. We'll do that stream on bullying.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting one.
It's really hard to kind of talk about in short term, isn't it? You can't.
Because there's so many...
You can say blanket statements and then I look like an arsehole for saying things like that.
No, that's one of the annoying things about social media is that when I get this as well, and I'll put up a statement, and I hope that people who, when I put something up, understand that I am not black and white. I have a huge grey scale in between.
Yeah.
So if you know me, you know that just my
what this means.
My summing up is just a summing up.
Yeah.
But right, so hi Ken, you've just joined in just in time for some Skunk and Nancy.
Yes.
After setting the world to rights. Let's do it.
Lost in time, I can count the words I said when I thought they went unheard. All of those harsh thoughts so unkind, 'cause I wanted you.
All the feels. All the feels.
She was sitting there beforehand. Oh, no, I don't think my voice is going to handle it.
Now you know how Chrissy feels about me. Get on with it, woman! Stop it!
That was excellent.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you.
So when you're hitting those the high screams in that, you are using that just
Metal growl. Yeah.
yeah,
And falsetto.
yeah.
It's like.
Yeah, it's really interesting how it, even though it still sounds, that's the key, isn't it? Is it falsetto or is it mixed? What are you kind of...
I don't know. Once the moment's gone, it's kind of hard to kind of dissect it.
It sounds more mixed to me.
It's
It
a
hasn't
bit of a
quite got
mix.
that purity of a full falsetto.
No, it's not. It is the cat scream thing that Melissa Cross talks
Yeah.
about on the Zen of Screaming. How to make a cat sound, because I'm choosing the note. It's not just a scream that happens to be in the right kind of area. It's a chosen note. So I think it's.
Is that in a range that you find that particularly works better? Or does that apply, can you apply that pretty much throughout all the range?
No, it does tend to work better for the really high stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Because I find that with certain falsettos, if you want to do like kind of one of those big deep purple screams,
Like the Child in Time one.
Yeah, if
That
you're
sort of
doing it
falsetto.
just above your kind of normal range, it just doesn't have that potency. You've got to take it up that few to really be able to add that guts into it.
It's kind of like that. Those top notes, when they're in tune, they're more likely kind of a mixture between the top of your throat and your sinuses. It's all up the top. You
can feel it resonating all up here, can't you?
Yeah.
That sounds
Oh my
awesome.
God, it's so hard to explain.
I know.
But knowing the organics, it does help a lot.
Yeah. That sounded amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
Right, should we go for AC/DC or Led Zeppelin?
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin.
Oh, actually, no. No, let's do AC/DC.
Okay.
Kind of goes with the journey of music. I always try and put my set list in a journey of feelings, because it means a lot to me. I don't sing much that means nothing to me, because it just doesn't.
I sing loads that means nothing to me.
This means nothing to me.
Viennetta.
Yes, please. I like to. At least it's meant something at some point to me.
Yeah.
Even if I've worked out the baggage that caused my connection to that piece of music, it's still very easy for me to just go back and feel it again, to perform it the same way that it's meant to be. Which, I mean what I say.
Oh, awesome.
So at some point or another in my life, I have meant what these songs say.
See, for me, I just like it the cheesier the better, because then I can just go full cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm
If
sure
it breaks my heart and I have to learn how to sing it and not cry, then I love it the most. Things like Show Must Go On in the pandemic last year, I was like, I will learn this because it's breaking my heart right now.
Me and Matt do that with in our Queen tribute. We've recently learned Those Are the Days of Our Lives.
Oh, yes.
And me and Matt just blub every time. So
Mm.
trying to sing that and not cry is very, very difficult.
Yeah, that's bliss though. There's another song I heard last year called The Story by Brandy Carlisle.
Don't know that one.
And it's just lovely, and that breaks my heart as well. And that's kind of like, there's no point in having all these stories if you've got no one to tell them to. And it's just like, so true.
Are you an Adele fan?
A little bit.
Have you heard the recent
I like
one
the
she
old
did?
ones. No, I haven't listened to the new
One
one
called
yet.
something like Go Easy on Me or something. It's talking
Okay.
about her divorce. And it's so...
I'll probably click with that as much as I did with When We Were Young. And
it's so heartfelt.
yeah. When We Were Young is probably one of my favourites of Adele.
Yeah, it's really
That one I
beautiful
had to
piece of
learn how to
music.
not cry. There's a pink one as well. Oh my God! All I know so far, I like that one. And Try. Had to learn how to sing that and not cry was Try.
Okay, let's give this a go.
Okay.
Where's it coming? You got any more smoke in there?
Lots. Yeah.
could never play bass in an AC/DC tribute band. I go into a coma.
Sometimes I think this woman is kinda hot. Sometimes I think this woman is, sometimes not. Puts me down, fool me around. What's she doing to me? Out for satisfaction, any piece of action. That ain't the way it should be. She ain't loud, knows I love me. She's gotta see. Pulls my beard, licks my ear, brings out the devil in me. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Spends my money, drinks my booze, stays out every night. And I got to thinking, hey, just a minute, something ain't right. All the disillusions and confusion makes me wanna cry. Oh, the shame you're playing your games, telling me those lies. The mother playing demon always is for me. If this is hell, then let me say it's heavenly. Hell ain't a bad place to be. I definitely have all the smoke.
Yes, you do.
Bringing the house. Late at night, turns down the light, closes up on me. Opens my heart, tears me apart, brings out the devil in me. Hell ain't a bad place to be.
Thanks, Jim.
I say hell ain't a bad place to be. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Yeah. All right. Ow. It's nice. Screaming. I like screaming.
It's great. It's awesome. So I'm going to have a listen to that. What was her name again? Melissa
Cross.
Cross.
The Zen of Screaming, it's called. It's amazing. She talks to, it's the DVD itself, she talks to loads of the bands from the metal 90s when they were all going out doing tours and they were just going, down the microphone and they're just completely gone after a show. Like, you can't do that and try and make a living. You can't do that week in, week out, or 3 nights or 4 nights on the trot. But you can if you learn how to do it properly.
Yeah.
Because it's not, like I say, I haven't lost my voice doing that. It's just, it's all.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things that I can tap into bits and bobs now and then, but it's not consistent enough to be able to do it regularly without doing some damage.
That's it. Just practice the velociraptor noises and cat screams, and you're like halfway there. You've accessed that bit. So it's like, it's very, you know.
Yeah. It starts sounding like Nazguls.
But it's all there. If you can scream, if you can squawk, it's not very loud.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I'm sure I do it at times.
Yeah.
But still not quite know where I'm doing it.
Just turn it on and turn it off. Yeah. That's the beautiful thing. Like when you hear that in a metal song, and they go from that noise to a really lovely operatic, very smooth.
Devon
like
Townsend.
Miles. Yeah, exactly. It's incredible.
Yeah, Devon's just a
Incredible.
work of art.
Yeah, yeah. It is wonderful.
Okay, so we have our last one of the evening, I do believe.
Whole lot of love.
Whole lot of love.
So
Have you-
yeah, Robert Plant didn't make lots of screechy noises. He made squeaky noises, but not screeches.
Well, he had to have like throat operations and things, didn't he? Something happened to his voice in the 70s. And that's why he just never, after a certain period, I can't remember what year it was, but his vocals just were never the same after that. And there's so many singers who do that. David Coverdale, Whitesnake.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the Donington 1990?
No.
Oh, I'm a massive Whitesnake fan, but you hear him just go out. The first two songs, he was just pushing so hard that his voice went by the third, and then he spent the entire gig afterwards just still pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. No, it's just the worst possible thing you can do. TL says, damn, that's good. She's good, isn't she?
Thanks.
Asa the Cure Cats.
There was a comment a bit further up. I don't know if you can't scroll from there, can you?
I can see there, we've got, who was it by? Can you remember?
Oh, there was a comment about, bullying has often unallowed musicians to blossom that is their output and opportunities to vent, exactly.
Oh, is that Hattie?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people who are...
Absolutely.
Well, a lot of just musicians in general.
Yeah.
Get bullied, sit at home in your bedroom, angst against the world, and play your music.
Find something to connect to communicate that out.
Yeah.
To be permitted, to be listened to. Music is a way.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so this is going to be our last one, ladies and gents.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, it's been awesome.
That's been great.
So it's the first time I've actually I've seen video clips of you, but it's the
Yeah.
first time I've actually really heard what you can do, and it's incredibly impressive.
Thank you
Well done.
very much. Thank you. I watched a few of yours, and I wanted to duet that Miles Kennedy one with you, and Miles Kennedy and David Drain. That duet is beautiful. I've loved it since I first saw it a few years ago. When I heard your voice, I was like, he could do that. Let's do the thing.
His timing sucks, but
Sorry. Have I had another opportunity? No. If I'd known that you were feeling a bit rubbish, I probably wouldn't have said.
No.
But I think we did okay.
When my voice is in that state, it's better for doing that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So otherwise, I've got a naturally very pure voice. So if I want to turn on the distortion, I end up again overcompensating. So when it's like this, it's much, much easier.
Because it's there and you haven't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I hope you haven't hurt yourself today trying to do a lot of it.
No. It'll be fine. It'll be fine with them. And it's also acid reflux.
Oh God.
Yeah, the bane of all singers.
More water.
Sleep on your left-hand side. It's the only
yeah.
Yeah, it's the only thing that works.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Here's where I come in too late.
I think it's now.
You need cooling, baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling. Way down inside, honey, you need it. Gonna give you my love, gonna give you my love. Oh, good shout. You've been loving, baby, I've been yearning.
Too early, I think.
All that good times, baby, I've been there. Way down inside, honey, way down. Gonna give you my love, gonna give you my love.
Are you going to give it love one more time? Hang on.
Space out time. Space solo.
Smoke.
Oh my God.
We need smoke.
Woo!
Random bongos.
It's all over this thing.
How long does this bit go on for? I'll chuck you a load of reverb on. There you go.
Stand up.
This goes on for a long while, doesn't it?
It's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
It's coming, it's coming.
It's coming.
And that is why she gets requested always in the Essex Coverman group when people need singers.
Ah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Cheers.
That was awesome. Jolly.
Yes. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So Susie has been our guest. Please check out her stuff. There's various links below in the video. You can go and see which band she's doing and various bits and bobs. So go and indulge yourself.
Thank you.
So thank you very much, everyone. It's lovely to see you. Thanks to everyone who's liked, subscribed, and donated as well. Very, very kind of you. So we'll see you again soon. So we'll be having you back for our bullying chat, whenever that will be. So...
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Absolute
I realised I should
pleasure.
say something else. Thank you so much. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, everyone. Take care. See you soon. You're right, Haggett, you old bastard. Hello. Right, this is a sneaky thing, because we were sitting here chatting about singing and stuff. And we decided we'd just quickly sneak back on. So for those of you who are still watching...
Got a treat?
Yeah, we've got a bonus track.
Well, you might go deaf. Let's see how much of a treat it is.
So you're learning this one, apparently.
I'm learning. I have done it a few times live, but I only kind of jumped on it I say in the pandemic I decided I wanted to do this, and it kept breaking my heart, and I was like, I must push through and learn the song.
Let's do it. You ready?
Yeah.
Song record.
Empty spaces, what are we living for? Abandoned places, I guess we know the score. On and on, does anybody know what we are looking for? Another hero, another mindless crime behind the curtain, in the past. Hold the line. Does anybody want to take it anymore? Show must go on. Show must go on. Yeah. Inside my heart is breaking. My makeup may be flaking, but my smile still stays on. Whatever happens, I leave it all to chance. Another heartache, another failed romance. On and on. Does anybody know what we are living for? I guess I'm learning. I must be holding on. I'll soon be turning round the corner now. Outside the dawn is breaking, but inside in the dark I'm making to be free. Show must go on. Show must go on. Yeah, yeah. Oh, inside my heart is breaking. My makeup may be flaking, but my smile still stays on.
Such a tune.
My soul is painting like the wings of butterflies. Fairy tales of yesterday will grow but never die. I could fly my bird. Show must go on. Hey, hey. Show must go on. I'll face it with a grin. I'll never give it in with the show. On top of it, I overkill. I have to find the will to carry on with the show. Must go
Nice. Night, night, everyone.